Okay, I want to do a reading using my Tarot Illuminati. This is a deck I've been using a lot lately. Well, I like to make it a main deck. I'm not real happy because the cards keep freaking falling apart on me. The corners, I have to keep gluing them back. It's a bunch of crap. It makes me mad. Either way, kind of looking here because I had something that come up yesterday. Actually, right there it is again. But I think it's the way the deck was cut. This is kind of funny because I am taking a going through a class with some tarot with Dusty White, just because of his experience and trying to get back into reading again, where I can get back to work. But anyway, check this out. This is yesterday for me. This came up in the morning. Now this is not today's, but I have right here Tarot Illuminati Justice card, if I can get that in there, Hanged Man, and Wheel of Fortune. Now we do have something going on here at home with some stuff. Either way, what happened is I have used the cards. You know, I had done my little daily with these, and then I don't know, about an hour or so I was messing with the cards before I actually had a class yesterday. And then, of course, I used them during the class. And before I went to bed, I just cut the deck to see what would come up, same exact cards in the same order. And we are expecting some changes to come about with, especially with Michelle and a government job that she's currently working at, trying to get on. She works there and she's trying to get on full time. So I really think that has a whole lot to do with it. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. My sinuses are kind of messed up, and I need to hurry up and do the reading. Gavin's asleep. He kind of stayed awake last night. He woke up. He was hurting. He didn't feel very well. So I want to do a daily reading, and go ahead and record it because I miss recording my daily readings. It seems that I can always go back and look at the videos and again get used to talking. And I like to take my glasses off, which reminds me I've got to call the doctor. I've got to go get a new pair of glasses. So I may do that here in a bit. Either way, I do a 3 card, just a blob, 3 cards, no specific meanings, and work those for my dailies. Okay, phew, that one was strong. And for any new reader out there, what you get used to doing is you'll get a signal. Um, eventually, you'll tap into your intuition a little more, and you'll get a signal. You may hear something, you may smell something, you may taste something, you may feel something. Whatever you get. And this is the time that you need to stop shuffling, or when you feel that it's right and you stop shuffling and you go from there. Um, Me personally, I get, I would actually put it in the camera, but it won't show it, and they're gone now anyway. I wouldn't know if they'd see them or not. Either in my stomach, sometimes I'll get it in my throat, but most of the time it comes through my stomach, my solar plexus, below my chest bone here. Um, I'll get a tingly feeling within my stomach, and then I'll get chill bumps that'll run, especially on my arms. So this time it went through my arms and through my legs. But that's my uh, my message to stop. And anyway, and the first thing you want to do, please, people, look at your cards. For the readers who are new readers, even old readers, instead of looking at the cards, and the first thing that wants to pop into your mind is your meanings, your personal meanings. Look at the cards and see what's in the picture, what jumps out at you in that actual picture, so that way you can get more intuitive messages. Because the more you get tuned in with your cards, a lot of times you'll get things that have nothing to do with your meanings, or the card itself may have completely nothing to do with your meanings. It's the picture itself, or something in that picture that has something to do with the meaning. And especially when you're reading for somebody else, you'll get messages like this a lot stronger with me than I get reading for myself. But still, things stand out. As of right now, there's a few things that are standing out for me. What I actually got for the day, no, uh, is a Three of Wands. This is a Three of Wands from this deck. Love this card, the Magician. I love when I get the Magician upright. Can't stand it when I get him reverse. Pisses me off. This one's not so good, but that's okay. And in this deck, they use princesses. So I've got the Princess of Wands, and she is reversed. And the first thing I want to do is look at the cards, not just immediately take meanings. Look at the cards and see how they interact together. See if there's anything that has a meaning. Blend cards together, especially if you're just laying out cards like this. See if there's a meaning with blending the cards. And again, with me, I like to look at those pictures and see what stands out. The first thing I get with this card, even though it is a wand card, um, this is a very, very good deal. But on this, the water, if you can see it here, okay, right up here, there's water. There's a wave that's coming in, and that water itself stands in. The first thing that comes to my mind is emotion. So this is going to be something that's going to deal with emotion, and the card itself is going to be about. A lot of people try to say ships come in, but this is not about ships coming in, because if you look at the ships on the cards, on most decks anyway, the ships are going out at sea. They're not coming in. This is basically that with the number 3, and I do like numbers. It's just something that I've studied and I've learned. I suggest not using numbers, astrology, or anything until you become very, very adept with, in touch with your pictures. Pictures are the most important. This will really help you learn with your reading. Either way, is there emotion? First, it's a wand, so there's going to be an emotional situation dealing with work, or something that you work with, or not work with, but like a work situation, something you're working on, and so forth. And with the 3, there's a connection of several people that are involved coming together. And I'm going to have to say, because it just hit me, there's going to be 3 people, an emotional situation, that things are basically things that they've worked on before, things that they've made plans for and hoped for, is now basically coming to fruition. They're working together. Not as much as your ships come in, but you're seeing a very tangible progress that seems to be coming about. And of course, this is going to make you happy, which is the water in me in the emotional situation. And actually, I get more of a 2, because with this right here, the guy holding the wand is almost like the 2 on the sides are connecting with each other. And to me, it almost makes it feel like they come together. So there's 2 and a third person, more than likely, that's bringing these 2 people together. So with me, there's a kind of a collaboration of people that come together, working on something that seems to be going very, very well. A very happy emotional situation. Now, in this deck, this is the Alchemist, and what stood out was the infinity little thingy on the top of the card, so that stood out to me. And even though infinity means going on forever and so forth, but what comes to me with that more than anything seems to be and I had it and I lost it because I'm listening for Gavin to wake up. He had a rough night, so he's sleeping in. It's past his time, way past his time to get up, but and then there's little bubble like thingies, and there he is, he's waking up. So anyway, this is the Alchemist or the Magician card, and this is going about using your willpower, using your tools that you have, and to create something, bring something about. This guy is the Alchemist, magician, and with me, normally with a little blob like this, these three cards that come together, that central card is very, very, very strong. um, Now, of course, I can blend these together, but I get a lot of willpower using the tools that you have at hand to create something or bring something about that's that's going to basically change your world, so to speak, and going to go on. And the word legacy comes to my mind, so it's going to create a personal legacy for yourself, and for some reason that connects with that little symbol of going on. And so I get that, and the cup stands out. So again, emotional. So that again connects with that Three of Wands. And my baby boy's waking up, so I'm gonna have to get ready to go. Now this here seems to be an anticlimax deal. And anticlimax is definitely a word. This is the Princess of Wands. And this can be normally with these I get communications. Dealing with the pages, or in my deck this is the princess. So there's some type of communication that's going to be an anticlimax, so to speak. Maybe some bad news or harsh news that seems to come in, dealing with this. And the sash that goes across her seems to be more than the one thing that stands out, and for some reason it almost looks like a leaf. So maybe there's an anticlimax, or somebody having an issue because fall time's coming, because it is colored kind of a red color, and maybe that's an issue. But there may be more of a bad news. But there's two very, very good cards, and then there's cards where maybe things aren't going so great in that manner. So anyway, I'm gonna have to shut up and go because Gavin is waking up now. One thing I do get, and there's something I do personally, and this is kind of a confirmation, is I do like numbers, and I look at this and I think, okay, this has something to do with stability. And this central card here is about using your own willpower, your own focus. You are the magician, you the alchemist. You create things that happen. Also, this is somebody who's able to um, um, make their will. They're using their will and their willpower because of their tools and their previous knowledge and making things happen. And to confirm that, I will look at the bottom and see what I have. Okay, I have this is a Princess of Cups, and she is reversed. So usually, and the first thing that comes to my mind is creativity. Maybe the creativity is not working so well. Um, but there is a foundation that comes up, and there's these two cards I think show very, very strong. Now, as far as that bad news, I'm not. I just got distance. Distance just kind of hit me. So, and that deals with wands also. So maybe I'm going to get some bad news that Michelle has got her job, but she's going to have to go away for a while and not be home. I'm not exactly sure. Either way, I need to shut up. Gavin's up, and that is going to be my reading for September 10th, 2013.